Hi, I'm Christopher Dunn again. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Callisto Alabaster One Light Sconce. This is a beautiful fixture. Very kind of like modern, but not so modern. It could almost be deco. It's amazing when you kind of play around with finishes on these things, how you can really change the whole look on this. The large disc, which is going to be about 10 inches, is actual real alabaster. These are always going to be slightly different because this is natural stone, so it gives you this warm glow behind it. Have you ever seen when people do alabaster bars in the big cities? They're just incredible when they put the lights behind them. So let's get into the size of this. This is 11.4 inches high. Like I said, the width is coming in about 10 inches. But the depth on this, which is going to be the distance from the wall coming out, is 3.6, which actually makes this ADA compliant if you guys are doing hospitality like a restaurant or a hotel or something like that. It's coming in at 5 pounds, so it's not really that heavy. Backplate is going to be a 5-inch by 5-inch. It's going to go over your standard 4-inch junction box. The distance from the bottom of the fixture to the middle of the box is coming in at 2.5 inches. Little details to show you. The other detail, or a way to show you details, is to look at the installations instructions. So if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over on that side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say, click here for installations instructions PDF. So open that up for me. It is going to show you a full parts list. It's going to show you how the how the alabaster goes on. We don't have stone on a lot of things, but it's going to show you it just goes on really fast and really easy. It's going to show you kind of a sideway view of the fixture too. So it's a good way to see a lot of detail about this in drawings that you can't really see in a video or in a photograph like this. Okay, let's get into what's going on inside of this. It's going to be using a candelabra socket and smaller socket that we all grew up with. Okay. And you could use a variety of bulbs in this. So if you're going to be using incandescent, they're actually saying 15 watt max, but in reality what they're knowing that you're going to be doing is probably not doing an incandescent bulb, but you'll probably be doing an LED because there's so many that are so good. Most of the LEDs that are this size, and this is one like that, you can get them flame tip and you can get them frosted. They're going to be maxing out at about a 40 watt equivalent. If you guys find this bulb, this type B candelabra bulb that's actually better, offers more than a 40 watt equivalent, like a 60 watt equivalent, send that over to me. I'd love to see it. I'm sure it's out there, so if you guys need to get more light than 40 watt equivalent, then let me know. I'd love to see it. Anyway, so when we talk about the color of light, it's going to be important on this fixture because it's really going to influence the light coming through the fixture itself. So, you might be doing a romantic restaurant or something like that, and you want a super yellow light, almost like a fireplace, that kind of orange yellow. You might be looking for an LED that's going to be offered in 2700 Kelvin. That's like the setting sun color of LEDs. There's also the other side of that's called daylight. And daylight sounds like a warm light. It's not a warm light. That's that hospital waiting room blue-white light like an overcast day. Not sure it'd be good in this fixture, but it exists for you if you guys want that. That's going to be 4,000 and 5,000 Kelvin. What's right in the middle of that, what we get in our showroom all the time, is going to be called warm white. And warm white is the same type of light you would get from an incandescent bulb we all grew up with. That's 3,000 Kelvin on the Kelvin scale. So that's what we like to use in our showroom, and that's what the light is coming down on my hands. This is that nice warm 3,000 Kelvin light. So it's something you should do, or look into anyway. So kind of zeroing back, I would probably do this these are easy to get. I get this at my local grocery store in Vermont, so you can get them everywhere. So up to a 15 watt, right? And that's going to be probably for an LED. But these LEDs, I see them generally, the 40 watt equivalents, using only about 4 to 5 watts of electricity. So they don't use much electricity at all. It's also a dimmable fixture. So if you guys do stumble on that 60 watt equivalent bulb and it's dimmable, let me know. I'd still love to see it. But it is a dimmable fixture. Make sure that you tell your installer you're going to be using a dimmable LED so they use the right switch on the wall for you. Let's get into finishes now. If you're on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over on this side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a tab. It's going to say Finishes Help Guide. Click on that for me. There's going to be a video on there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes and how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be talking about a chart a little farther down on the page. You'll see it next to me here. It's going to kind of go over the differences between heavy forging and non-heavy forging, and it'll be talked about in that video. So it's really important that you kind of watch the video, use the chart. You can click on that chart on different things. So you can click on dark smoke and a big page will pop up and show you lots of different things in dark smoke. Click on burnished steel or natural iron, it'll do the same thing. But it's really important that you understand how Hubbardton Forge's finishes are kind of divided into translucent and opaque, and how they can look on different fixtures. Our showroom in Vermont has we're up to 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We have a What's on Display page. It's way up there in those red tabs again, so click on that and you can see what we have to show you. That changes all the time because we're always adding things as they come out. Showroom's open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. We have an amazing clearance center here too. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. If you were coming to visit us, bring a good-sized vehicle, something like a big SUV or maybe a small truck or something like that, because you might find something in the clearance center that you want to take home, and it's a lot of fun to go through. 75% off MSRP is an amazing bargain, so you should really take advantage of it if you can. Like I said, we're open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You can call us at 802-446-2400 during business hours. You can email us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all the time. We love to answer emails. When you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. There's no tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont, and we're the only dealer with 90-day returns and no restocking fees. No one else even comes close to that. Some larger items are non-returnable. We'll always tell you about that. It'll be in the description thing, that part of the description underneath on the very bottom. So keep an eye out for that. We also offer a rush program. Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. They don't stock anything. That's how you're going to get all your finishes, your adjustable ranges to play with, all those things. We can cut that time in half, and it's super inexpensive. If you want to know more, drop a quick email, and I can walk you through the whole thing, okay? So, if you guys have any other questions, let me know. Love to see you in our showroom sometime, and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.